Currently we're having quite a snowstorm, guys. So you know what today is? Today's a perfect day for working in the workshop. If you guys haven't seen how I installed this workshop heater, you guys will love it. If you guys have a home workshop and you have a hydraulic or a hot water boiler, this is a great alternative. This heats my shop real easy. So with the bad weather outside, today's going to be a great day to do some modifications to the motorcycle inside. Let's get going. So anytime that you're storing your equipment, whether it's a car, a motorcycle, or a tractor, or anything else, it's a good idea to keep the battery on charge, and that's what this is going to do. I just picked up this, it's like a battery charger, but it's all automatic. Here's your fused SAE connection. That goes right to your battery, and that will stick outside whatever it is, your car, motorcycle, tractor, whatever. And then here is your actual charger. So now I've connected this end to my battery, and now I'm just going to plug the charger into it. So that's now charging my battery. Now you can see all these indicators are being lit up, and what this says is, once the battery's fully charged, all four indicator lights will glow solid without blinking. It'll be power, charging, absorption, and full maintain. And that's what is all charged now. So that's telling me that my battery is fully charged. Now I'm just going to leave this plugged in, and this will just continue to monitor my battery and keep it topped off all winter long, so I don't have to worry about a dead battery in the spring. Now the one thing that's always bothered me about this bike are the headlights. They're horrible. It is so hard to see with this bike at night. The headlights from the factory are just terrible. So I'm hoping that these new LED headlights that I've got are going to make a huge difference. And these are the headlights I picked up for it. They should make a huge difference. I cannot wait to try them. But before I can put the new headlights in, I got to take the fairings off, and then we'll go from there. This is getting to be quite a chore, guys. You can see I got the mirrors off, the windshield. If I ever complain about having to remove fairings like I used to on that bike, somebody please punch me in the face, because this bike is way difficult compared to that one to remove fairings. There's just a lot to it. But what I wanted to show you, and it reminded me when I got here, is that you see this right up in here, it's right up towards the front of the bike. That's the flasher for the turn signals. And I'm going to be converting this bike over. This bike is 2015. It has all incandescent bulbs for up here and the turn signals and even the rear tail lights. I'm going to be converting this bike over to LED. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can get a bulb that has a resistor in it. You can add inline resistors. I'm not a big fan of that. I think if you're going to add resistors, it actually puts the load back to what the regular incandescent bulb was. So I actually bought a plug-in relay that actually allows you to use LED bulbs as a direct plug-in. So this will replace that flasher right there. I'll show you how that works. So this is pretty simple. This is, like I say, it's just plug and play, and it says right on it's a flasher for LED bulbs. And this housing plugs into the existing plug-in that's on the bike. So it makes it super easy. And then you don't have to do anything special for your LED lights. Then you can just take out your bulb, put in a new LED bulb, and you don't have that fast flash blink rate that LED bulbs will do, because it reduces the draw so that the motorcycle actually thinks that you have a lamp out. If you don't put something in like this, you're going to get a fast flash, and that's not good. Or it doesn't look good, I should say. So we'll just take this one out. And you can see how that plugs in right there. There. So that's the connection to the bike. Then I just took that rubber off the old relay, slid it onto this one, and it should all just be plug and play. Plug that into there, and slide the relay over. There. And that's all there is to it. Done. Just like factory. So this bike came equipped with factory hand warmers, and these are the taps for those. I don't have hand warmers on it now, but the bike comes wired for them. And I'll show you which way, how you can tell which one of these wires is hot. So using a test meter or a test light, just clamp this end to your negative on the battery and turn on the bike, and then just probe the connection. Nothing there, and it lights up there. So that tells you right there that this one here is the switched hot wire. And I've already verified that for our 12-volt receptacle, you can see this is a marine receptacle, so it's waterproof, watertight, and I've already verified that I have plenty of room in behind this, so I'm going to install this somewhere right in here on this panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go at it real gingerly with this step bit, and we'll put it somewhere probably like in here. That looks good, right there. We'll just keep trying it so that we don't go overboard. That wouldn't be good, would it, huh? Over drill it. We're almost there. That might be it right there. And that's it. Oh yeah. That fit perfect. Oh yeah. And just spin the lock nut on the back. There. So I've got some copper wire. I'm just going to cut off a couple feet of it. And I've got some black. And I got some blue. And it's number 18 gauge. There. So what I'm going to do is just put a bullet connector on it. And this corresponds to what's currently on the bike right now. And I'm just going to crimp it, and then we're going to solder it so we get a real nice solid connection. Because you're not going to get any better connection than solder. There. So it's mechanically connected. Now it's going to be solder connected. So what I've done is I've made up like a little harness, and now we're just going to go install this on the bike. So you can see that the harness that we made up is very similar to what the factory would do. And I've filled it full of dielectric grease right there so that there won't be any corrosion. And I've just tied it back with some cable ties and run it up over the top. And this is where it's going to connect to the back of our receptacle. You can see how it's got these nice rubber boots on them so they won't ground out or arc. And those two wires will just stab onto the back of that receptacle when we're ready to put it in. But right now, you can see we got it opened up. Let's get the headlights in it. So what I've done, guys, is I put a line on the wall. Just look right here, and it'll make sense here in a minute. I put a pencil line, little dots all the way across, and what that represents is the top of the headlight from where the bike sits right now. Let me turn this on, and you'll see what I mean. Now, the headlight for this bike doesn't turn on when you turn the key on. You've actually got to hit the starter. The bike actually has to like be in start mode before the light will turn on. So I got to just bump the starter real quick. Okay, so you see that line now? That's all the way across. The reason I put those lines there is I want to see how this headlight matches up to those. And it'll give me a rough idea of whether I got to go up or down with this new headlight setup. So you'll see that the connection for the new light is much smaller than the connection for the existing light. So what you have to do is you've got to take off this little black piece off your original housing and then plug in your LED light to that. There. Simple as that. So I'm scrapping the idea of putting in those LED headlights for the moment. There's just too many things I'd have to fiddle with, and I'm not happy with it. I'm looking for more of a plug and play type thing, and those aren't really going to be what is going to work well for me. But what I am doing is I'm going to switch over all my lights on this bike to LED. And these are just a 194 bulb, but it should make a huge difference. And we'll just push it back into where it lives. Alright guys, so check this out. Look at the difference between LEDs versus just the regular incandescent bulbs. Can you see the difference? This one's so much whiter. This one almost looks yellow compared to that one. So I just like this real clean look of the LEDs. Plus, is a lot less draw on your alternator too. So, you know, brighter, looks better, I think. So good combination. It's probably not necessary, but I'm putting a little bit of dielectric grease on the connections for all the bulbs that I do. And what that does, that helps waterproof and prevent corrosion on the bulb and socket. So probably not necessary. I think this is a relatively dry area, but it's just a good little precaution thing to do to, you know, hopefully eliminate any problems down the road. And just plug in your new bulb. Now we'll just fire it up, make sure it works. And it sure does. Now let's check it out with them both installed. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Oh yeah. Alright, now we'll do the license plate light. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put a little dielectric grease inside the socket. Now we'll make sure the new one works before we put it back together. Oh yeah, a lot brighter. And that's all there is to it, guys. I know that primarily on this channel I try to do welding videos, but it can't be a welding video every week. As much as I'd like it to be, I have other things that I have to get done, and I got it on a timeline, and I just got things that plan out, so I try to take you guys along with me. But primary content here is welding videos. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is something you like, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. There are welding videos down in the link down below. New videos every Friday. Till next week, guys, I'll see you then. Take care. Stay safe. See ya.